Hello there, friendly neighbor. How did I used to do it? Hello there, friendly neighbors, and welcome back. No, I'm not. Let's not fake it till we make it. Let's be real. Hello there, friendly neighbors. Welcome back to my channel, or however I used to start these. It has been a while since that phrase has been uttered out of this mouth. I don't know if you noticed, I stopped making YouTube videos. I can't even remember how long it's been. 2 years, 3 years, something like that. You know, time is fake. It was invented by the government to sell calendars. Who knows? I have spent those last 2 or 3 years genuinely writing this video in my head. You know, when you're in the shower and you're having a fake argument that you totally could have won? For the last 2 or 3 years, it's been me talking to the camera about exactly what this. And every time I sit in the shower and I talk to myself instead of singing in the shower, oh, wait, no, I do that sometimes, but on the other times that I'm not doing that, I'm thinking about this video. And every time I get out of the shower, I say, okay, let's film it. And then for the last 2 or 3 years, I haven't. Maybe this is pointless, and maybe no one is going to watch this. And I actually, like, this sounds so narcissistic. I don't care if no one watches it. I just need to put, like, a last chapter on something that was really... I knew I was gonna cry. I didn't think that I'd start yet. Jesus, this is embarrassing. I needed to put a last chapter in this part of my life so that I can, like, start to actually really move on. So this video is being uploaded for purely selfish reasons because I feel like for the last few days I've been in this really weird rut, and maybe I'll film this video and I won't even post it. I don't know. I guess if you're seeing it now, that means I did post it, but I think that for me, I need to make this video. I know that there is someone in particular who is probably watching this, and you know who you are. If you are, congratulations. I don't know. I have nothing to say to you, and I'll never have anything to say to you ever. I'm making this video for myself. And whether or not you choose to watch it is completely up to you, but it's not for you. Just know that. It is not for you. Nothing about me is for you, and nothing about me will ever be for you ever again. So I'm just gonna tell a story. The last video I posted onto this channel, I do so believe, I could be wrong because I genuinely don't go back and look at my old videos, but I think that the last video that I posted onto this channel was about Lyra being sick and how she needed emergency surgery, and I was asking people to donate so that I could afford that, and miraculously in like a 24-hour period I saved the money to do it. And oh, 1 second. You want to come help me with the video? Oh, both of you want to come help me with the video. Okay. I have 2 cats now. Where was I? The last video that I posted to this channel was about Lyra, and you guys helped me save that money, and I did her surgery, and she didn't make it. I think she like had a heart attack or something on the operating table before they could even get to the point of like attempting to remove the mass, and she died. And this is Gargoyle. During that, I actually had a video that I was in the middle of editing and I was actually almost ready to post, but after she died, I had needed some time to you know, get over it, I guess. And so I took that time, and then in that time, Lyra got really sick. And anyone who was you know, a fan of my channel, who watched my channel, you know how special Lyra was to me, how she was my heart ferret. You know, I even to this day often refer to her as my soulmate. I have never owned an animal or met someone who touches like the very core of my soul quite like that ferret did. And if you're someone who has experienced that kind of bond with an animal or another person, like, you understand how indescribable that feeling is. And that was Lyra for me. Sorry, my cat is purring very loudly. You're so loud. You're so loud. I love you. So Lyra got sick. And I think I posted about it on my Instagram account. I don't know. I again, I don't look back because I just can't. So Lyra got really sick, and I didn't know what was wrong because one day she was completely fine, and the next day she wasn't moving around. She wasn't eating. She was literally just laying there. I called my regular vet they couldn't get me in because they're not like an emergency clinic. They can only see booked appointments, and they're literally the only exotic specialist in my very large major city, so they're really, really busy. So they couldn't get me in, and they gave me the name of a couple other clinics that I could go to and try, like emergency clinics that might see ferrets. And during this time, like for the last few months, even before any of this happened, I was in such a rut with my life. My quarter life crisis, I guess. I don't know. I was 24, 25, just feeling like I was working a dead-end job with nowhere really to go. I wasn't unhappy, but I was so numb. And Lyra getting sick was just like the worst possible thing that could have happened. So I was in this state of just numbness, and then Lyra gets sick. I was calling a couple of clinics to see who could take me in, and I called this one clinic that I'd never been to before in a part of the city I'd never been. And they told me, yeah, if you come down right now, we have a doctor who can see ferrets. So I bust ass to get there, and I'm sobbing the entire time because I thought that Lyra was dying. And I remember I got into the clinic, and she wasn't really breathing very well, so they took her right away and put her in an oxygen chamber. And I sat down in the waiting room, and I looked around and I saw the receptionists laughing with each other and smiling, and there was no one else in the waiting room but me. But I just looked around and I just felt so like just calm, and I don't know why, and just so like at peace. And I looked over at the receptionist again, and I just had this like moment of just wishing that I could be like part of that. I don't know. It was just like a surreal moment where you think about how could my life be different, and I wish it was. So I get in to see the doctor. You know, he's not a specialist, so he kind of just like says, okay, well, let's try these medications and see if she gets better, and if she doesn't, call your regular vet and see when they can get her in. At least some of these are painkillers, so they're gonna make her feel a little more comfortable, and she should start feeling better. So I take her home with like a million medications, and I try, and overnight she's really not good overnight. The next morning, right when my regular clinic opened, I called them to see if there had been any cancellations and if they could get me in, and there had been. So I rushed her there, and like the doctor who's very familiar with ferrets and I've been seeing for years, she picked Lyra up and she looked at her in the face. She didn't have to do anything else. She just looked at her and she said, I don't think this is good. So they did a really quick x-ray, and they found out that she just has cancer just everywhere. And she was 2 years old, and she was just full of cancer. And I had been taking her to all of her annual visits, and they had never detected anything, just like all of a sudden out of nowhere. Just... And so I had to put her down. It was 3 years ago, and I still cry every time I think about her. And I still feel like there's a part of my heart that I don't think I'm ever gonna get back. And while I was just like sitting at home, just like feeling terrible, I was looking for jobs. And then I saw that the clinic that I had been to a few days ago, that I felt just like peace in for the first time in days, weeks, months, honestly, they were hiring. And I don't even remember applying for the position. That's how quickly I did it. And then I got a call 2 days later for an interview. And by the end of the week, I had the job. And I still work there. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a vet. You know, every kid wants to be a vet. Like, it's not an original feeling, but I really wanted it. And I remember when I was in high school, I convinced myself that I wasn't smart enough to go to vet school. So I very quickly gave up on that dream because no one corrected me and said that that wasn't the case. I don't know why it never crossed my mind that there are other jobs in vet med that aren't vets. So I work at that clinic now, and I genuinely think that Lyra, the last gift she gave me was this job and this career path. And I genuinely think, this is gonna get so stupid and spiritual and embarrassing, but y'all are gonna have to bear with me here. I don't know if I believe in the afterlife or souls or any of that stuff because I don't have proof of it, but I do think there's something to a soul. This is, oh my god, I feel so hippy dippy right now. I think there's something to it, and I think that whatever Lyra was, whatever that energy she had is, oh my god, this is so cheesy. I know that she's gone, but she's coming back to me. Like, in some form, in some way, some piece of her is going to come back to me. Because there's something about the first time I held Lyra, and I have the video still uploaded, telling the story of how I got Lyra and that immediate instant connection that I felt when I held her for the first time. That's what that is, and I know that I'm gonna have that again at some point. Yeah, that's what we saying, buddy. Go bug your brother. So there's that story. And when I was in the shower planning this video in my head, I, for the last 3 years, thought that that was where this video was going to end. I was going to talk about Lyra, say, oh, she changed my life, I have my current job because of her, get emotional about that, cry about the meaning of life and what a soul means. And then I would say, and I'm so much happier now, and I'm not going to make videos, and here's where I am on social media now being happy. I thought that was going to be the end of the video. And in the last 5 months, it has not become the end of the video. I thought I stopped making YouTube videos because of Lyra. Because I thought, I don't have ferrets anymore and I don't want to make YouTube videos. And I know when I stopped making YouTube videos, it was also because there was this really intense pressure on me to always be right. And I had this constant fear in the back of my mind that what if I say something wrong and I end up endangering a ferret because of it, because I'm putting the wrong information out there, or someone takes what I said the wrong way, or a new study comes out that proves what I have said wrong and people continue to look at the wrong information. It stressed me out. I didn't like that. And I thought that's why I stopped making YouTube videos. It's not. Sure, it's probably part of it, but there is a very big part of why I stopped making YouTube videos, and I didn't realize that this was such a big part of why I stopped making YouTube videos until 5 days ago. Because making YouTube videos triggers me in such an intense way that I did not know was a problem until 5 days ago when I made a long form TikTok about Attack on Titan, because I'm really into Attack on Titan right now. I don't know what happened. It's been a hyperfixation. It's actually a problem. I made a 12-minute long TikTok about Attack on Titan and I uploaded it, and ever since then I have felt like I was one step away from a complete and utter panic attack, and I didn't know why until I was ranting to one of my friends about it. So frustrated. Like, I feel so happy right now. I have so many good things going for me. I posted a video that I had so much fun making and people are thinking it's funny. Why do I want to just completely break down? I don't understand. And it's because I get it's not because I'm scared that what I'm saying is wrong or the information that I'm giving is wrong. I get insanely triggered by making YouTube videos because for the 2 years that I was making YouTube videos was my safe space in a time in my life where I did not have a lot of safety around me. I don't even know what to say, because I don't want to talk about it, because I'm in therapy and I'm moving on and I'm trying to become a better person who can love someone and is worthy of being loved and respected. And it's a hard thing to learn how to do after 6.5 years of being trained to do something else. I had a very intense breakdown last night between 4 and 5 in the morning when all the girlies are having their breakdowns, and I was just like sobbing because I don't know I'm good enough to be loved. And I don't know if I'm too dented and beaten up for someone to want to love the parts of me that are not super fun. Even though the parts that are fun are pretty fucking sick, guys. Like, they're sick. But there's a lot of parts that aren't sick. I don't know. Am I someone that's fun to be friends with? Am I worth being friends with? I don't know. So I don't make YouTube videos anymore because when I make YouTube videos, I get back into that headspace of the camera is on and everything is okay and everything is happy and nothing can hurt me because the camera is on. But when the camera is off, which is sure to follow after the camera has been turned on, it must therefore eventually be turned off. When the camera is turned off, things are going to be the opposite way. And if they haven't been the opposite way yet, then there will come a point, eventually, where they are. So when I filmed a long form video that I posted to TikTok, regardless of the content matter, it was about Eren Yeager. I'm obsessed with Eren Yeager. When I filmed that video, the camera turned off. And once the camera turned off, my body told me that something bad was going to happen eventually. And that explains it, I guess. That explains why I've spent the last 5 days super on edge, feeling like something bad is gonna happen, because I have Pavlov's dogged myself into thinking that once the record button goes on, things are good, and when the record button goes off, whoa. So I don't know, maybe that's why I'm making this video finally. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I know that sitting on my computer desk over there, I still have the same computer, I still have the same chair, I still have the same editing software. I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, I just want to make that stupid last video again for my goddamn YouTube channel that I never post to anymore, because I just want to not feel this way anymore. And I don't want to feel like I'm not worthy of love, and I don't want to feel like everything was my fault, and I don't want to feel like I'm this broken, stupid, beat up mess that no one wants in their life anymore, because having me in their life is a chore. And I don't want to feel that way anymore, because I know it's not true. I know I have friends, I know I have people who love me, and I know that I am worthy of love. But fucking life sucks. A lot. All the time, constantly. Life is so painfully, terribly, awfully hard. And it sucks, but then it's also fucking beautiful. And I get to cross the path of souls like Lyra. I don't know. I'm in therapy, guys. I'm in therapy. I'm medicated, okay? I'm doing what I can. I don't even know where this is going anymore. So, anyway, I wanted to make one last video because I feel like I haven't let myself end that part of my life, and I'm hoping, God willing, that by making one last video and finally getting myself to stop standing in the shower thinking of what I'm gonna say while making this video will finally allow me to close that chapter of my book of life. Well, not the book of life. I don't want to close the book of life because I feel like that means that I'm dying. I don't want to die, okay? I'm sad, but we're not there, and I'm never gonna be there. I mean, I guess everyone dies eventually, but like, that's not what this video is about. So yeah, I don't know, what are the good things that have been going on in my life? I've started writing again. I've been writing a lot, actually. Writing has been so good for me. I love it. And yeah, I make stupid, funny, dumb TikToks about stupid things. I might post the link in the description. I might not. I don't know. That depends on a lot of things. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna wake up in the morning and feel differently about this, and I'll have other poetically beautiful things to say. I should probably end this now. I don't know what to say. I guess I can say, thank you everyone who watched these videos in the time that I was making them, and thank you everyone who was my friend in the community who I've lost touch with since. Yeah, I'm not gonna post YouTube videos again unless I can get over this, which I hope I can, but if I ever post videos again, they're not going to be to this channel. I don't think I have anything else to say.